two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 25 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the ninth-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Sooners will kick this away to start us off. Here's the return from inside the 5. Football first here today. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
On the run, it's Hardy. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaks free. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
First and 10 play coming up. Handoff for the single back. Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Important second down play coming up. And the tailback's got it again. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Manning. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Missouri getting set with a first and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Manning. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. He's going to hand this off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, the score remains the same. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays. And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Wideouts now clustered. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That completion makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
They try to sneak it for the first. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them real fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
And the Sooners move into the red zone. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. 1st and goal from the 10.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Line for the end zone, running it right up the gut. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, the defense will knock him down in what's going to be the final play of the period. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. We'll start off the second quarter with a field goal attempt here. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. That one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
On the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. On first down, it's play action. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's an option look. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Near the goal line. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Mizzou.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The Sooners offense is on the move now.
You call quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Pass caught. Second down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw again. Snags the quick throw. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. The sure hands.
It's hot. You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And here's the handoff. We've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the running back takes the handoff and tackled after a small pickup there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble now. Past the 45. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Missouri now in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Plays toward the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. To the air, it's Mateer. Caught behind the line, it's Ott. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Wrap down the middle. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it froze the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a first down and a big gain.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. To the air. It's Mateer. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gibson.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
A completion makes it second down. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Potts. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's a draw. A quick juke. Runs into the teeth of that defense. Picks up just a couple yards.
Offense facing fourth down.
The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Breaks into open space. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Manning.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Now it's second down here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They test the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Now from the pistol formation. Can he make it to the marker? Oh, look at the quick cut. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Look out, room to run here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Play fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And momentum really building. Now, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Here's the handoff. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. Play action here on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Warning play called on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but then lose the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown-saving play.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Dropping back. It's Mateer. Over the middle. It's Burks. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And Kirk gets Missouri with the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense getting set, second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
And the Sooners line up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They cap the drive with 6 points. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Just gets it away, taking a shot. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made in space. Look out. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Has a path to the end zone. Can be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the fourth.
That makes the score Missouri 27.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Burks. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yard.
But it's enough to get the first down.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, he escapes. Great cut there. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sooners. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Pounding away with the run game.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Breaks free. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Mizzou.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th.
That makes the score Missouri 34.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, You look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pump over the middle. It's Burks. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. Tackled, but 1st down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That is broken up and incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
2nd and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They connect for 6.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Here comes the point after attempt.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout when they check him out. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.